Joined now by our male high school athlete of the week, presented by Distinct Ink. It is Rocco Keller of the two-time defending state champion Kapaun boys. Rocco had 16 points in the state championship game, an overtime win against Highland Park. Rocco, just kind of talk about what the state championship means to you and what it took for you guys to get back to back.
Yeah, we've been working hard all year to get back to this. We started off slow, as a lot of people know, 5-3. Our school was kind of doubting us, and we just put in extra time in the gym after practice to make sure we could get back to where we were last year.
And for you guys to win it with, how many pieces you guys lost last year, 3 all-league players, for you guys to come back and do it this year where you didn't get off to the greatest start. Of course, that loss to Carroll was obviously well publicized, but for you guys to, respond to the adversity, what does that say about you guys as a team and as individuals?
Yeah, I think it shows how hard we work in the off season and Coach Eck, he's just good at producing the younger players, getting us ready for next year. He'll get the young guys in the games when we're up by a lot, just get that varsity experience. And so we had some young guys step up this tournament. So
yeah.
It was good.
And it was a really fun state tournament. You guys had some really tough teams. You had Topeka West in the Open, then Andover, and then everybody's favorite Highland Park, who's been there, just as much as Kapaun's been there over the last 4 years. Talk about the journey from, that first round all the way to the championship game, having to win in overtime, where I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you guys went to overtime in the title game last year, right?
Yeah. We did.
Yeah, so kind of talk about that.
So Topeka West, very long team, tall, long. We haven't played against a team like that, but our defense, we knew if we played good D, we were going to win that one. So we buckled down on defense, and right at the start of the game, we got off to a 20-point lead. So, yeah, that's how we won that first game. The second game, we played Andover. They're a good, solid team, disciplined. And we knew if we just played our game, we were more talented than them, and we did. So we got past them pretty easily. Then the championship game, started off slow. We were down 12, I think, at half. And then Coach Eck calmed us down at halftime. We kept our composure, and our leaders on the team helped us get the victory. Yeah,
and some familiarity. You're one of the only remaining members from that 2023 team that played Andover in the state championship game, and then last year playing Highland Park in the semifinals. Did that familiarity help you guys out at all, especially with you older guys like you and Corbin, who's been in games like this before?
Yeah, it did. We really wanted to get back versus Andover, when we lost a couple years ago. So that was a big game for us. And then Highland Park, we knew how to play them. We knew we needed to stop Jacory. We kind of did. We did it enough to win, but, yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Talk about the overtime game. What was the emotions like as the game went into overtime, just kind of the last seconds of regulation? How did it end up being in your guys' favor?
So it went to overtime. We had a wide-open shot. Corbin, he should have made it, but it didn't go in.
Not often he misses a lot of those.
No, but he came in clutch later in overtime, made 4 free throws in a row to seal the game. So it was pretty exciting.
Yeah. I remember saying at the beginning of the year when I called you guys' opener against Southeast that you were going to be one of the major factors for this year's team. And as a young guy stepping up, you're the only underclassman starter on last year's team returning this year. Big expectations coming in for you to take that leap. Do you feel like you kind of took that big leap, averaging 11 games as a junior this year?
Yeah, I did. I just had a lot of confidence going into this season. Corbin would talk to me before the season, just telling me I can't let little things get in my head like I did. I did a little bit last year, my sophomore year, but this year I had a lot of confidence. I just knew I could hang in with all these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Looking back at this team, when did you guys feel like you guys were a team that could do some special things? I'm sure it was tough in that early stretch where things weren't really going well for you guys, trying to find your identity. But when did you guys really click as a team this season?
I think right after Christmas break we clicked. We bonded a lot over Christmas break, and that carried on through the rest of the season. Coach Eck, he was a more relaxed coach, and that really helped us too.
More relaxed on his spectrum or a normal coach's spectrum?
I don't know.
For you, when did you start playing basketball? How did you get into basketball growing up?
I started as a little kid, probably 4 years old. My dad always just wanted me to play, and he played when growing up. So yeah, and my older brother as well.
Yeah. For you, when did you kind of realize that you might be pretty good at basketball? When did things kind of click for you personally?
Probably around 4th grade. That's when I knew I could go far with this, and it carried on through middle school and obviously going through high school. So.
Yeah. That's awesome. And you look back and when you play basketball, what do you enjoy the most about playing basketball? What's the thing you look forward to doing the most when you're out there on the floor?
I personally just like scoring and defense. When I get a lot of energy on defense, it helps me score on offense. So that's good.
Yeah. What are some of your off-season plans? What's kind of that next step for you? I'm sure you're kind of in a recovery period. Did you do anything fun over spring break to kind of celebrate the championship and then also being in the off-season?
Yeah, we hung out with the team a lot over spring break. I didn't go anywhere on vacation, but hung out with the team this spring and summer. I'm training. I have my trainer. I'm going there 3 times a week, and then I have my summer team. We're playing on the Puma circuit, so that should be pretty fun this summer.
Yeah. And you kind of look at your senior year, and it's crazy to think that you're now kind of technically a senior for this program. Do you have any goals set out? I mean, I'm sure 3-peat's in your sights, but other than that, what are some of your personal goals for next season?
Obviously, yeah, the 3-peat is there. I think we need to win City League next year. We haven't done that for I think since 2 years ago. We need to win City League and just go undefeated, hopefully. And I think I should be able to make first team All-City. So
yeah,
that's my goal.
Yeah. And what's it like playing for Coach Eck? I mean, he's definitely a character that's fun to watch. He's got so much pedigree from his time at South and then the collegiate ranks, and now he's got state title number 8. That's pretty crazy to think about. What is it like playing for him as a player?
I personally love it. I just know I can always trust him, and he pushes me to be like the best I can. So, great coach. I love him. I'm gonna be sad when I leave him next year.
And what do you like to do for fun? What are some of your hobbies that you enjoy doing outside of sports? I know you're a football and basketball guy, but now that we're on the off season, when you're not training, what do you kind of like to do?
I hang out with my friends a lot. Like we'll just go out sometimes, play pickleball. We'll play pickup basketball. We swim in the summer, and we just do little stuff like that. But it's pretty fun. So.
Yeah, I talked to Corbin. I think it was about a month ago that we talked. I asked him a fun fact about himself. He said that he's a country music guy. Do you have a fun fact about yourself that somebody might not know about you?
I mean, I would probably say the same thing as Corbin. Most people probably would see me like as a rap guy, but I like country deep down.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Rocco, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on ring number 2, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.